Hi, so I did some shopping. Woo! I got more stuff. So um yeah, I'll show you. Basically everything's kind of split up into either clothes or kind of makeupy things. And since I never really buy, I hate shopping for clothes. I just find it really tedious and annoying. Um, I'll show you the clothes first because I didn't actually get much because I don't have any patience. So the first place I went to was H&M and I got some stuff there. The first thing I got was this t-shirt, and I've actually worn, well, I've worn all the stuff I got, but yeah, so all the clothes I got, I've actually worn. So I only got two things, but whatever. So the first thing I got was this t-shirt, and it's just this kind of plain baggy t-shirt. It has, oh no, it doesn't have a. For some reason I thought it had a pocket, but it doesn't. It's just sort of this like speckled kind of material, which I thought was really quite cool. And I think this was £4.99 or maybe around €4, €4 or €5 anyway. I've just taken the tag off, so I don't know anymore. I just thought it'd be really nice, maybe with like a black skater skirt or something. And I've worn it with a black skater skirt, and I really like that, and just kind of like a statement necklace or something. It just kind of makes dressing easier, and it also means that I don't know, it's just a nice template for kind of chunky jewellery and stuff. So I got that. And then the next thing I got was a skirt. And it's cat print. It's this little swingy kind of skater skirt, and it's got a zip at the back. And I just thought it'd be really nice for nights out. Because I have a habit of just wearing like black, basically just black dresses or black peplum top and a black skirt or something like that. So I just wanted to, I know it is like black and white or black and cream anyway, but I just thought it was kind of fun, and it just injected a little bit of something extra into my nighttime wardrobe. So I just thought it was really nice. The fabric is kind of that thicker ribbed material, if you can see that. It's kind of like almost, it feels almost a bit foamy or something. I think it's kind of like that scuba material. Anyway, so yeah, I got this, and I've actually worn this. I wore this when I went out on Friday night, so I don't know when I'm going to put this video up, but it's Sunday now. But I wore it out and I thought it was really nice. I just wore it with like a plain black camisole that had like lace just around the neck, and it was just really nice. Yeah, so that was, I think, around, I think it was €15, 14.95 or something. There's something else I wanted to say. Oh yeah, I would, like, I tried on about 4 or 5 of this skirt in my size, just because this, where it hits at the waist, because it's quite a thick band, it looks much more flattering if you get it where it like it's really where it hugs your waist enough, but it's not too tight. So I just, if you're interested in this, I try on a couple of them. It's really fun and like flirty, and kind of reminds me of something that maybe like Jess from New Girl would wear. It's just kind of whimsical. The next thing I got was actually to go with that skirt, and I ended up wearing this as well, and I love it. It's actually an iPad cover or an iPad case, but I used it as a clutch bag, and it's a cat. I got this in Pennies for, it was a fiver, and I couldn't resist it. I thought it was so cute. It's got little kind of gold eyelashes and then a little cream nose, and then it's got little dots and little ears, and I just thought it was so sweet. And it fits quite a bit. It's not the most durable, but for €5, you know, I don't think you could really go wrong. And it's probably not something that I'll keep in my wardrobe for years and years and years anyway, but I just thought it was something really fun and playful. And it was something that when I wore it out, like, people really comment on it, and it's a real kind of conversation starter. It's like, it's a cat, and I love those like the iPhone covers that have the little cat ears or like bunny ears, the rabbito ones, and like things like that. So I just thought this was such a sweet little bag. And the good thing is, because the ears are small, it really they don't get in the way or anything like that. So yeah, that was there. I guess this and the skirt were kind of like my star purchase. And it's just like I don't know, I just felt good wearing it. I really enjoyed wearing those two items together, and I thought they were kind of cute. And I thought like they were kind of playful together, but they weren't overkill because well, both of them are black. The next thing I got was from H&M as well, and it's a nail polish. I actually have one of these already, but you never know when they're going to discontinue. I find that with like H&M and Topshop and stuff like that, um, they like discontinue and like repackage stuff and get rid of things and add new stuff. So if you really like something, particularly if it's cheap, you may as well buy a couple of them when you figure out you like them, because it could be gone the next time you go back. And this is a sparkly nail polish in the colour Joe is in the house, and it's just basically like silver iridescent or holographic kind of glitter. And it was $3.95. Basically this is a better version of, there's one by Model's Own, I can't remember it, what it's called. I think it's like Juicy Jewels or something. Yeah, it's like very similar name, but this one's a much better version of it, because the clear nail polish it's suspended in is actually clear, whereas I think with the Model's Own one, it's kind of almost like it's almost like it's suspended in a gel. It's like got a slight tint to it, so the glitter doesn't look as sparkly, and kind of, oh god, itchy nose. It just doesn't really like, it's not as striking, so this is much better and it's much cheaper. If you liked the Model's Own one, but maybe you had the same problem I did, this is a good one to check out. And it's just, if you're thinking of buying the Model's Own one, I get this one because it's just better. It's just plain better. It also dries faster as well. It doesn't like smudge as much. The next thing I got was just a kind of fairly standard moisturizer, and I got this because I think I showed in the last haul I got a smaller one, and this is the Garnier 7-day body lotion, and this is the mango one, and yeah, I got the small one and I really like the formulation of it. I got like the shea butter one, and I figured I kind of wanted one that was sort of fruity, and I've been looking for moisturizing lotions that smell nice and that are, you know, pretty decent, but that aren't really thick, and but still moisturize, because the thing is, like, I have loads of like body butters and things from like I was gonna say from Model's Own. I have a lot of things from like Soap and Glory, and I find that like kind of thicker body lotions, you have to stand there kind of like in the nip after a shower, trying to wait for your, before you put your clothes on, you just have to kind of stand there for a while, like so that your body lotion kind of sinks in, and it's just really annoying. And I hate doing that, and it's also getting colder as well, and like we're going into fall and winter and stuff. So I just figured. Anyway, I tried out a small bottle of the shea butter scent of this. I was gonna say flavor. It's not a flavor. You can't eat it. Um, yeah, so I decided to just get a bigger one because these are like half price at the moment. This was like €4 and it's usually 8. So this is like a big one. It's like 400 ml, and I just got the mango one. This is like the very dry, or the dry skin version, whereas the shea butter one is like very dry skin. So the shea butter one is a little bit more moisturizing, and this one is slightly lighter, and it doesn't take as long to sink in, but it's not as moisturizing. So it's really nice. So I love the scent of it. I was shopping with my friend when I got this, and we were just kind of like, when we were on the bus home, we were just like smelling it. It smells really good. So yeah, I really liked that, and I got that. I think I got that in McCabe's pharmacy in Dundrum, because it's like they're selling them half price in Boots at the moment, but everything in Boots is more expensive, so it's more expensive half price. So anyway, I got that. I really liked it. And the next things I got were from Boots, and yeah, there's at the moment, or I don't know if they're still doing it, but I got these a couple of weeks ago. But L'Oreal were doing a deal where it was like any two things from part of their range. I think it included most foundations and mascaras and other things. It was like 2 for €20. So I've always wanted to try out L'Oreal mascaras, but the thing is that like here in Ireland, and I think this is the same way in most of Europe, their mascaras are actually very expensive. Like they're pushing kind of 15, 16, €17. And to me, like for high street mascara, that's just a little bit too expensive for me. I don't mind paying 12, but €10 usually for me, that's like the benchmark. So a lot of them from Rimmel, Prestige, Bourjois and stuff like that, like they're cheaper. And even when I do buy mascara on the high street, I like to get like I like to get a good deal if something's on offer, 3 for 2. I usually stock up because mascara is something that I don't use every day and they dry out anyway, so I only use them for like nights out or events, or if I'm doing kind of my extra amped up makeup. So yeah, basically, long story short, L'Oreal mascaras are very expensive, but I've always wanted to try them out because I hear very good things about them. So I decided to get 2 of them, and the first one I got was from the it was from the Volume Million Lashes. These are such bizarre names, so long-winded. But yeah, so it's this one. It's like Volume Million Lashes. It's backwards. It's like Volume Million Lashes Noir XS. So it's not just Noir, it's Noir XS. I think the regular version of this just has like a gold tube, but this has extra gaudy packaging because it's gold and red and it's shiny. So yeah, I'm interested to try this out because I heard good things about this range. So yeah, and then I got another one which is Mega Volume Collagen 24-Hour Black Smoke. And part of the reason I got this is because I really liked the packaging. It's kind of like matte black, like that's the plastic, but it is sort of like matte, and then it's got this bit here which is just like clear plastic, which I thought was quite cool. So yeah, I'm excited to try that one out too. I haven't really heard much about that, but I don't know, I'm sure it's okay. And then I got some other, I got 2 more things from where is it? McCabe's Pharmacy in Dundrum. The first thing I got was the Gosh BB cream, and this is in the shade number 1, which is called Sand. So it just looks like this. I heard Chanelette talking about this, and she said that it was really nice and a really light coverage, but a very light colour as well. I have to say that this is probably the palest foundation I've ever used. It's slightly too pink for me. If I were to nitpick, it's probably a little bit too pink, but it is actually like it's a really nice color. So kind of almost looks a bit grey when you squeeze it out. It looks very nice on the skin. It looks very natural. So it's just there. It's just like it just kind of blends out into nothing, but it's just really nice. I have tried it on. It's very dewy. I'd say it's not very dewy, but it is pretty dewy. It leaves like a dewy finish on the skin. But the thing I like about this is that it's a dewy finish, but it doesn't feel really thick or sticky. Because I find that sometimes dewy foundations that really set dewy can be very sticky and just kind of gross. Whereas this isn't. It's very lightweight on the skin. It feels really nice, and I think it's the type of thing that I'll probably wear just on weekends when I'm not wearing any eye makeup, because I think it just looks really nice, and it really does even out the skin for those sort of no makeup days, or even for filming videos. Sometimes I don't really want to break out my expensive foundation and use it just for filming a video, particularly like if I'm not going anywhere before or after. It's sometimes just a little bit pointless to be using like expensive foundation for that. So I thought this was quite nice, and I think it's usually like €15, but I got it for 11 because it was on sale, so that was good. And then the next thing I got was again another Chanelette inspired purchase. I really like her taste in makeup, and she always wears this lipstick. I think it's like the number 6 sheer candy rouge volupte from YSL, and it's just this really beautiful kind of like bitten cherry, like deep cherry kind of color. So I've always wanted to try something like that. So I was swatching Catrice lipsticks because I didn't want to pay for the YSL one. It's something that I'd like to try because I think it looks great on her, but I'm just not sure that it's something I'd wear every day, so I don't want to go expensive before I figure out if I like it or not. So this is a new range from Catrice, and it's called the Ultimate Shine Gel Color. So the regular Catrice lipsticks come in like black packaging, and this is just completely mirrored. So and then it's got like the see-through marking at the bottom. I think there are other ones that come in packaging like this, but they have like different stickers or something. So yeah, it's the color number 10, Loves D Wine instead of Divine. Okay. I find that some of the names from Essence and Catrice, it's really funny. It's some of the names are really like they're puns, but it's almost like something was lost in translation. I always find that. I don't know if it's like, I don't know if you've ever seen like a lot, it happens a lot. I don't know if I've mentioned this before in a video, but some of the Zara t-shirts with like slogans or phrases or something on them. It's like they're trying to make a joke, or they're trying to, I don't know, it just doesn't come across right. It's anyway. This it looks like a very, well, in real life it looks like a much deeper color. It's coming up like it's more sort of cherry, like deep kind of cherry, but it is sort of, I'll hold it back here. It's sort of like more like that color. It's darker. It's not that bright, but it definitely, it's much sheerer than it appears to be. But the thing I like about it is, although it's sheer, it doesn't go on patchy. And I'll swatch it for you. So it goes on a lot lighter. Like that's just a couple swipes, and that looks sheerer in real life. But it goes on really nicely. So I tried it out and I did really like it. And I'll just try and find a way to work this into my normal makeup routine, because I'm really trying to wear brighter lip colours for the daytime, and I really like that kind of sheer wash of colour if I'm wearing colour during the daytime, as opposed to wearing like a high maintenance kind of bright red or really deep vampy colour, because I find that with sheer colours they're a little bit more forgiving when you're applying them, and when I'm on the go during the day I don't really have a lot of time to be, you know, like looking in the mirror a million times, checking if my lipstick's okay. So I really do like these sheer colours, and I have to say that I've never been disappointed in Catrice products. I really like their stuff. I know that there are duds in every line, but I haven't come across anything that I didn't like so far, and especially their lip products. They're just such good quality, and for the price, like, you really can't go wrong. And the packaging is just so, like, especially like even the black ones, like they make like a really sort of like nice expensive clicky noise, and they're quite weighty, and they look the business basically, I think. So yeah, that was all I got. It's quite a bit actually, but that's all I got. But yeah, that's what I got. So I was happy with that. And thanks for watching, and hopefully I'll see you soon. Bye.